From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Mitch Laggy. People in Billings and at 9 other cities across the state rallied against vaccine mandates. I'll bring you the story coming up.
I'm Joe St. George. Every year, it seems like Congress waits until the very end of the year to pass major pieces of legislation. We take a closer look at their daunting calendar and how it might impact your family coming up.
And it is 6:30. I'm Chet Lehman. Our top story this half hour. Last year, ski resorts opened at limited capacity. Now they're back in full swing. But before you hit the slopes, our warming world is making an impact on the sport. Newsy's Kat Sandoval has more.
These are a little nicer boots though, huh, Ems? How do they feel? When she turned 2, we got her on skis. She really took to it last year though. It was her first year really skiing.
The ski season is just ahead. Dreams of the downhill, the perfect powder. It's a $55 billion industry in the U.S. and an estimated 10 million skiers taking to the slopes. But this year, not so fast.
There's not too much snow.
A dry spell hitting Colorado, leaving what should be packed runs, still waiting for that first big snow dump.
It's been a little bit disappointing on the snow side, definitely.
Only a handful of ski resorts in Colorado are open, and most of those with only 1 or 2 lifts, as they rely on man-made snow. Several resorts like Telluride and Steamboat have pushed their opening days back for a lack of powder.
We're a little light, but it's also early season.
Meteorologist Joel Gratz of Open Snow says the early season, at least for the rest of November, is looking bleak.
Potentially, if we all do our snow dances and put our trail maps in the freezer, it looks like it might get stormier starting during the first few days of December.
Anxious skiers are praying for the snow, and at one Colorado ski shop, they've also been spending money ahead of the flakes.
Actually, we're off to a really good start.
Thomas Seabrook has owned Black Diamond Ski and Cycles in Georgetown, Colorado for 12 years. He says there have been more preseason customers this year than any year he's been in business.
I think that just to be out there is wonderful. And like I said, every year it's always early. Early season is pretty much the same.
In Lake Tahoe, near the California-Nevada border, a dry early season forced the Heavenly and North Star Resort to postpone their openings. But now, a welcome snowstorm this week. In Utah, man-made snow allowed a return to some slopes. In Brighton, the warmer weather and lack of flakes delayed the lifts until this week. Now they're ready.
I got up at 3:30 this morning.
Another issue facing ski resorts, COVID. The National Ski Areas Association estimates the industry suffered a $2 billion hit last year as the coronavirus kept skiers away and resorts closed or operated on a limited level. This season, many resorts have taken action, requiring masks, and some ski passes spell out vaccine requirements for inside eating, leaving some customers angry.
I am not okay with this. I do not agree with it, no matter what the situation is.
Lindsay Reeves and her husband have had Epic passes for 3 years, which covers Vail lifts. They're not vaccinated yet and bought the passes not knowing about the rules.
If we were given the option, we might have actually been like, you know what? Okay, we'll have to make do. But because we didn't get the option, it fires me inside.
Vail Resort says this requirement is an important protection to ensure the safety of all skiers on and off the slopes. Kat Sandoval, Newsy, Chicago.
According to the Montana Ski Report, 4 of the 12 Treasure State ski hills are open so far this season. Those include Big Sky with 6 of 36 lifts open. Discovery near Butte opened on Saturday. Red Lodge Mountain opened with 2 of 7 lifts open. And Great Divide near Helena has 1 of its 6 lifts open. Bridger Bowl set to open December 10th. Snow Bowl near Missoula plans on opening December 11th. Lost Trail south of Hamilton due to open on December 4th. Whitefish Mountain north of Kalispell will open December 9th. Showdown between White Sulphur Springs and Great Falls plans to open December 10th. Blacktail Mountain south of Kalispell opens December 17th. Maverick Mountain northwest of Dillon opens on December 18th. And Teton Pass Ski Resort northwest of Great Falls opens December 26th. Hopefully.
Yeah,
there's still some numbers needed to get some of those smaller ski resorts open.
Very bleak numbers for snowpack in Montana so far, especially right into that central western part of the state. In fact, you look at the numbers here, we're still below average no matter where you look, slightly below for Gallatin, Madison, Jefferson, Kootenai, Flathead, Milk Basins, but it's Marias, Helena area, Smith, and Bitterroot that are really suffering right now, well below average. So definitely something that we're keeping an eye on. Temperatures this morning, this is part of the problem. We can't keep snow in the mountains when it's 40s out into the morning. Good news is we do have some snow on the way for a few of those mountain ranges, but we're talking rain in the valleys by the afternoon and evening. Daytime highs once again into the 50s. I don't think we're breaking records today. We did this weekend though, and we have the potential of breaking more records again this week. We'll talk more about your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:35 now. There is a coordinated anti-vaccine mandate movement across the state of Montana. Organizers call it the Big Sky Liberty Alliance. MTN's Mitch Loggy caught up with the Billings group to talk about its stand.
In Billings on Sunday and in 9 other Montana cities, people rallied against federal vaccine mandates just days before healthcare workers will be required to take the jab or lose their job.
We're opposed to the mandate. Everybody should have the freedom to choose when there's risk involved.
The rallygoers opposed to the federal COVID-19 vaccine mandate took up a large portion of the sidewalk on the corner of King Avenue West and 24th Street West. The rallies across the state were organized via a Facebook group headed up by these 4 Billings healthcare workers and one who was not present at the event. They're closely watching the status of a lawsuit filed by 10 states to overturn the mandate on constitutional grounds. The mandate says healthcare workers and employees at companies with more than 100 workers should have their first shot by December 5th and be fully vaccinated by January 4th.
Deadline is December 5th, and so we're all holding our breath until that point when we will know if it's going to be stayed or if it's going forward as is, and there's a lot of pressure on both sides.
At the same time, the World Health Organization identified a new COVID variant dubbed Omicron. The new variant was found over Thanksgiving weekend, and scientists still aren't sure how transmissible it is or how sick it will make a person. Omicron hasn't been officially found in the U.S. as of Sunday. The Billings healthcare workers that organized this rally, as well as the other ones across the state, told me that if they're forced to take the COVID-19 shot, they will quit their jobs.
We don't know. Whatever God puts in front of me, I'll go wait tables. I don't care. I'm just not taking this vaccine.
Yeah. Ditto. I don't know what's next, but I'll reinvent myself somehow.
Reporting in Billings, Mitch Laggy, MTN News.
Now, while the debate continues over a federal requirement for large employers to require workers to be vaccinated to stop the spread of COVID-19, Montana Senator Jon Tester says he believes the focus should remain on individual action. Occupational Safety and Health Administration had initially ordered companies with more than 100 employees to require vaccination or testing. But following a November 12th decision by the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, OSHA suspended that rule pending further court order. Now, MTN asked Senator Tester whether the agency rule was overreach, as many have claimed.
I would have probably done it different myself, but look, I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. In the end, I think what the president wanted to do is he wanted to get this pandemic behind us. It's not behind us yet, and we all need to work together to make sure that happens.
Now, the initial emergency order had given large businesses 30 days to implement a vaccination plan or 60 days for a policy to mask and test workers that did not want to be vaccinated. This past week, the various legal challenges were assigned to the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, and the Justice Department filed an emergency court motion to get that mandate reinstated.
It did put businesses into a very difficult situation where they may end up in rough times. But I will tell you this, as an employee, if you're working for a business that has government contracts, just go out and get vaccinated. This thing it's safe, it's free, it works, man. I've had 3 shots. And I meet a lot of people, and I'm sure I've been exposed to it through all the people I've met, and I have yet to get anything. And so it's pretty cool. So I just encourage everybody out there, get the shot, get it done.
Now, of course, that situation further complicated in Montana by the legislature, which approved a bill last spring saying a vaccine mandate is illegal discrimination. Montana Attorney General Austin Knudsen has joined 10 other Republican attorneys general challenging the rule as an intrusion on powers reserved for the states. 6:39 now. Child tax credit, expanded Medicare benefits, as well as military pay are all issues Congress has on their post-Thanksgiving holiday agenda as the House and Senate return this week. Our Joe St. George with a closer look at what issues will impact you and why Congress has so little time to get them done.
Every year, it seems, after the turkey gets carved and the lights go up, Congress faces a crucial deadline to get something done. This year's calendar, however, seems especially chaotic, with the pending votes having a real impact on your family. Big issue number one, the final vote on the Build Back Better bill. Senate leaders have said they want the spending bill voted on before Christmas. That just leaves a couple weeks or so to get it passed. What's at stake? New limits on out-of-pocket child care costs, a child tax credit extension, universal pre-K funding, Medicare, hearing coverage, and incentives to protect the environment. It's still unclear if the Senate will be able to pass this. Every Democrat will need to be on board, since every Republican is expected to vote no. Currently, not every Democrat supports the bill that the House passed in mid-November. Big issue number two, funding for the federal government. It runs out on December 3rd. For the moment, though, no one on Capitol Hill is talking about a government shutdown. A short-term deal seems likely. And big issue number three, the country is set to reach the debt limit again on December 15th. A default could impact everything from military pay to Social Security checks. We do expect the Treasury Department to announce they're capable of paying the nation's bills for a limited period of time after the 15th, but it's unclear how much longer. And Republican opposition to raising it continues. It's possible Democrats raise the debt limit in their Build Back Better bill to avoid the debate. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
6:41, we're going to take a break.